Okay, we're back and it's time for Karla's Corner. We apologize. The internet went down at 8:27 and we had to reset, but we are back live on fyntv.com, fetchyournews.com. Let me just check something. I don't want to lose I want to make sure our viewers know, because I have to tell you, you have fans, Karla, and yeah, you got fans. I know.
People.
Right, you have fans. Hold on just a second. I'm not really holding you up here. I just want to see something. You can talk. You don't have to, I mean, you don't have to wait for me. You can just start telling everybody what's going on.
Okay, we'll just jump right in then. Today, starting, they're having the opening reception today at Dalton State for the art show that is going to feature Gilmer High School, Clear Creek Middle School, and Gilmer Middle School artwork. The college is putting on this art show, and it will run from April 18th to May 5th at our local campus right here in downtown Ellijay at the Dalton State campus. But today is the reception from 5:30 to 6:30 from 5:30 to 6 for that show. Again, featuring some of our high school and middle school students. So I really encourage you to go check that out, because there's going to be some really cool artwork, and we've got a lot of great talent in our schools. So we want to encourage everyone to, if you can't come today, you've got a couple weeks to swing by there and check it out.
What'd you say?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you think I wasn't paying attention?
No, I know you're paying attention.
No, I wasn't paying attention. I have no idea what you
That's really bad if you weren't, because you should be able to listen and to process at the same time.
Multitask?
No, your brain has to multitask in order to do what you do.
Ooh.
You got to be able to listen to the conversation that's happening over there, but engage in the conversation that's happening over here, right?
I don't know about all that.
Oh, see, then.
Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not the one having.
Don't say
crisis.
it. Don't say it.
Crises. Having a crisis.
How are you? How was your week?
It was good. Yesterday wasn't good. Yesterday was part 2 of the three-part dental process.
That's what I was going to ask you. Well, you know, I don't have a crisis going on. You know, you don't have to tell everybody that. You know, but I was on a roll.
Yeah.
And
like a snowball plowing down Mount Everest. Roll.
But I was on a roll. I was. I mean, I was some of my best work. And now, boom, bada bing, bada boom, it's over, and then I have to reset, and Sam reset everything.
What is with all the water bottles? I mean, I know they're...
What's your problem? You gotta ask questions? I got water, huh?
Some are in the shot. You can't see all of them. Just so you know.
You need to know about my water bottles. If you ask about my water bottles, I'm going to tell you. What happens here is I will drink half of them, and then I put them on my desk. So once a week, I gather them all up.
I was just curious if maybe you had planned a trip to Atlanta and thought you'd prepare just in case.
No. So
that was funny.
I'm not funny is not me right now. Nothing's funny with me.
That was funny. I don't care who you are.
The water bottle thing?
You gotta pack supplies to go to Atlanta, you know?
What highway would you take? Did you see where 20 buckled yesterday?
That's what I'm talking about.
Like 20 buckled, just buckled up, and then the other one. You like my hat? You don't like my hat. I knew it.
I saw that Yankee gear on the table, and I was like...
I did it for you. I was like, because I'll see you post stuff about the Braves.
Oh.
Right?
They're doing good. I'm proud of their home stance they've got going on right now.
I see you post stuff, and I said, this will really... You could have wore a Braves hat. Nobody told you couldn't come dressed up.
Well, the pitcher we had the other day, he used to play for the Yankees and like 9 other teams, so that's okay.
What?
Well, I forget. It's too early for me to remember names, but the pitcher that we had 2 nights ago, he used to play for the Yankees. Mm-hmm. 1 year.
Well, what did you tell me earlier? I'm not paying attention today. Folks just need to know I'm not paying
State-
attention. You will have to tell them what's going on.
Dalton State is having an art an art show featuring Gilmer and high school and middle school students.
Yes, that's today.
Starts today.
Okay, what else do you have?
Well, let's don't talk about anything. Okay. And
You want to talk about things? Talk about things.
Then this
It's your half hour.
Thursday and Friday, we have 2 ribbon cuttings. Thursdays is Premier Pools and Spas, and Fridays is Abby's Ice Cream and Frozen Yogurt in downtown Ellijay. They're only having a dance party, 50% off yogurt. And then Saturday is Keep Gilmer Beautiful. We already talked about this 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Did I see the kids out kayaking?
Yeah.
You had them out in the water again?
Yeah, we went to Fort Mountain State Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen pictures of kids out kayaking again.
Yeah. Oh, Haley, it was hilarious. This kid found a dragonfly on the lake. She's terrified of, like, carpenter bees. Like, it's just carpenter bees. I don't know why she's terrified. I'm like, Haley, they're literally the least dangerous of the bee stinging world, and you're terrified of them. But here on the lake, we're out on Fort Mountain Lake, she gets this little dragonfly and scoops it up out of the water and puts it in her boat, and she's trying to save its life. Well, while she's trying to save its life, her kayak starts backing into the bank. And she doesn't realize it until she's got sticks and stuff plowing into the back of her because she doesn't realize how close she was getting. She was so focused on this dragonfly. And then I'm like, Haley, you got to get out of the bank. So she starts paddling, and when she does, she gets water in the kayak with the dragonfly, and she starts freaking out that she's drowning it. And so she's trying to get the water out of her kayak now that she's got away from the bank. And here, Abby and I are on the other side of the lake kayak, and she's still sitting in the middle of the lake, like babying this dragonfly. And then all of a sudden, she paddles up to the beach, and she just looks at us, and she's like, "You didn't make it. You died." Like, it was just like, end of the world. And at one point,
So you brought me a sad dragonfly story? That's what you have?
But, like, I was blown away. Like, what was she trying to do? It was already dead. Like, it wasn't. I don't understand what she was trying to accomplish.
You got me in trouble yesterday.
For what?
Hey, over there. Did you notice she enjoyed that too much?
Yeah, I'm wearing off on her, I think.
You got me in trouble. Well, you know how I feel about the Apple Blossom Festival. I just love it. I mean, I love the Apple Festival. I really do. I love Apple Festival. I like so many things going on, but there's just something about when we started the Apple Blossom Festival a couple years ago. It's something that Fetcher News, we were there from day one. We were able to get involved. We enjoyed. We brought our camera down last year, did some video. We're going to be videoing this year, putting clips up of the Apple Blossom Festival. And so, is this year 3?
No, 4.
4. I've got to do something here. I'm missing a year. I have a whole year that's gone. But anyhow, so...
Because that was because Lonnie was there, because you were...
All right, already. All right,
It was an election year.
It was an election year. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, that Saturday, something, you were somewhere, and then I think...
Yes, I had to do...
Sunday.
I was doing a forum in Fannin County for election.
Yeah.
So anyhow.
Why do I remember that? Like, why? Why is that important in my life?
Let's get back to how you got me in trouble. Let's stay focused.
All the things my brain could be used
All right, so
for.
anyhow, we have a corner there. So if you come out, there's a corner, and we've been there 3 years. Right from day one, I wanted this corner. This corner. Don't make faces behind my back, okay? So I wanted this corner, right there. And so this year, just something hit me yesterday that maybe, because last week you said you only had, like, how many spots you got left? Are they all gone now?
Now I've got, like, maybe 2.
2 spots, right?
Yeah.
So last week you said you had 4 or something, and I was a nervous wreck, and I was like, do I have my spot? Okay. So it just hit me yesterday. I was like, I better have my spot on the corner. I mean, I put the bowls up. Could I get to the point?
Hey, Sam, did we not talk about this last week?
Thank you. Please say that again on camera.
Did we not say we're going to set you up on the corner with the pup-cam with the bacon on it so that you can get all...
Yes, but you would say anything.
Oh, no.
No,
I'm gonna say
you would
something.
say no, you would say anything. It's the people back at the headquarters. There's people back at headquarters.
I'm the people at headquarters on this. I don't know what you're talking about.
But see, I didn't know you were the people at headquarters, but there's people back at headquarters that have this big map with all these numbers, and they put people's names in them.
You were in my office.
Huh?
You were in my office.
Maybe I did. And I was a nervous wreck.
What?
And I just did. I woke up.
I'm locking my office.
Can I finish the point? I woke up like yesterday morning like, oh no, I don't have my spotted apple blossom. I bet my name's not in that section on the map. I did. For some reason, I thought that. I was like, and then I asked the question yesterday. I said, do we have the same corner? And I'm not going to tell you who told me. Somebody said, yes. Yes, you do. I promise. And then Sam backed it up. I mean, she didn't help anything. Yeah, Karla said it. And I'm like, Karla will say anything. She may have just said that not knowing what. No. I'm not done. When I get done.
Laws against going in people's offices when they're not there.
So I said to myself, Apple Blossom, if I don't have the corner, because every year I like to put out dog treats. I mean, every dog, I don't really care. I don't want to get in trouble, but it's that kind of day, so I'll end up getting in trouble.
I looked at a map and saw that I went in my spot.
I do care about the people that show up. There's a lot of nice people. But there's times when the dogs, they're the nicest one at the festival. Is that my problem? Did I get in trouble?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to keep going then. Anyhow, I love the pooches. And they all stop. Okay, they all stop, and I meet them, and I give them water, and give them a treat, and say hello, and everything like that. And then I get to go home, and sassafras like, where have you been all day? Where have you been all day? Because then, you know, there's a whole thing. And I was a nervous wreck. I didn't have the...
Okay, for the record...
So wait a minute. Now here's how you got me in trouble.
No, for the record, in my office is a giant board, and on that board are numbers. And next to those numbers are people's names. And that was because I had to go to the luncheon the next day.
I had to take a water break.
And tell everybody how many spaces I had left. And I wasn't really quite sure. So I immediately just wrote the numbers up there and started filling in the blanks so that I could figure out how many spaces I have left. I haven't actually put anybody in their spaces. It was just to see how many spaces I have left.
Okay, now you're going to part two. So you come in here Tuesday and you say that. And I never know when you say something, I just like wonder, okay, really? Okay, did she pay attention to that, or is she just mailing it in for 30 minutes? So then you go to the chamber lunch and you stand up front in front of everybody and you say, I've only got this many spaces left for apple blossom. My nerves got shot again. And I was like, oh no. So I just got so overwhelmed with thinking I did not have this corner.
You know,
I want to finish how you got me in trouble. I was almost there a minute ago. So yesterday, what did I do? I said, I guarantee, I said, so, you know, if you're not here, you can't tell. There's an office down the hall. I'm not going to tell you whose office it is. And I yelled in there, has anybody called over at the chamber to see if I have my spot? No. Not finished. No. Karla told you last week you have your spot at Apple Blossom Festival, right?
Cheers, Lisa.
Don't mention people's names. You get me in double trouble? You're going to go for, I mean, you really don't want me to get out of trouble, right?
Yeah, this is a strawberry smoothie, but I'm thinking it needs things added to it to do this show.
So yeah, did anybody call the chamber? So now I get a 2-on-1, right? She comes running in. She says, Karla told you last, that's not how she talks. I go, oh hell.
You better be careful.
Karla told you. I tried to. Karla told you last week that your spot is there. I don't want to hear it. We don't need to call the chamber. Well, no, that wasn't good enough. The one over here had to say, yes, she did. All right? So I'm like, so I don't trust either of them, right? So I said, no, I don't trust. So what do? I text you.
And what did I say?
So I text
in
you.
4 words.
Hold on.
In 4 words.
No, 2 words. No. Yes. What did I so I text Karla and I said, Karla, do I have my spot for the Apple Blossom Festival? Fetch your news. I want to know. I get back. Of course.
5 words.
What did you say?
Yes, of course you do. And I get back, okay, period. Just checking, period.
I was just checking. So I get back, of course you do. Like, it almost like said, didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you that twice? Didn't Lisa tell you that? Didn't Sam tell you that? How many people have to tell you that before you believe it, right? I was out of sorts yesterday. It's much like a 2-year-old.
Yesterday?
Much like a 2-year-old. Don't back that up. Do not validate that, Sam.
He's acting real brand new yesterday.
Okay, so anyhow.
Oh, look, the Constitution. Let's see what the Constitution says about going in people's offices when they're not there and looking at boards.
All right,
with
we're almost
names
done.
on
I have
it.
to finish this. We're almost done. So anyhow, what happens is now is the worst part. Pay attention because the part's coming that's really important.
Okay.
So I'm sitting here with that text message. And and then that's where you get the angel devil thing, right? The angel popped up and said, you need to confess to everybody that they were right and Karla told you. And then the devil says, they'll never know. They'll never know. Just don't ever tell them about it.
Oh, they would totally know. I would tell them.
Exactly. So I was dealing with this angel devil thing, and then I finally broke over and I said, I have to admit, we have our space.
You don't have devils and angel. You have like Richard Nixon. And
Hillary Clinton, right? I had a Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton moment.
Little presidents on your shoulders. They won't know. Just destroy the servers.
So the point is, I have my corner at Apple Festival. After all of that, folks, our corner is there, fetchernews.com, Apple Festival. We will have pup treats. We will have water for your pup. You come up and say hello, and we're going to do a pup cam this year. We're going to see what we can't do. We're going to put a camera right on the ground there and have pups come up, and they're drinking their water, and we'll post that. That'll be neat, won't it? Mm-hmm. We'll have fun with that. And the people are great. It is pet friendly. Apple Blossom's pet friendly. Free admission, pet friendly. And
I saw the nicest thing. Somebody posted something about Apple Blossom this morning, and I shared it because it was just a great, I had never worded it that way when I promoted the show, but it was Atlanta Food something promoted Apple Blossom Festival. What was it? Atlanta Food Walks promoted it, and they wrote such a great thing about it. And this festival is 2 for 1 with a weekend filled with local crafts, food, and arts, in addition to the perfect proximity to the North Georgia mountains. Start your morning off with a hike before you explore the works of over 50 hand-selected regional vendors. Georgia's Apple Blossom Festival is dedicated to preserving and supporting local, Georgia-made products, so visit Ellijay and show your support for your fellow Ellijay peaches. No entry fee, product prices vary, and then they shared the website. But isn't that that was a really great way of saying that because that's what we do. I mean, we don't bring in vendors from...
But you missed the whole point of my story.
Oh, Jesus, is it all about you this morning?
Every bit of it. Every single bit of it. It's all about me. So listen to me just for a second, because I'm wound up today. All right? I'm about to triple spark it. Listen. So...
Is that why all the water bottles are empty? Is that rain?
Yes.
That's probably what knocked the internet out early. So let's get back to me for a minute. You missed the whole entire point of my story.
That you were wrong.
No, that's not the entire point.
That was the point of the story. That you went in my office to try to figure out a way to be right.
Are you trying to make me cry? Because I will right here in a minute, because you're really hurting my feelings because I have a point.
Your producer, your wife, your co-worker, and your co-host are all saying.
But the only thing you get out of it is I was wrong. That's all you're getting out of it is I was wrong. And there's a point to the story.
He admitted he was wrong.
Here's the point to the story. I enjoy Apple Blossom Festival so much, and so should you out there, that you should want a space, and it should, if you had a space last year, it should be so important that you make sure you have the same space this year. That's how much I enjoy Apple. But no, you don't get that. That point, it just goes clear over your head.
Sam, what was that again you just said? She said that the point was that he admitted he was wrong. But he didn't admit he was wrong on camera, and he still has not admitted he was wrong.
All right, I'm not going to let the two of you here at 8:30 again. I'm not. The two of you will not be allowed at the same time here again.
I got more things to talk about.
What do you got? All right, hurry up.
Friends of Gilmer County Animal Shelters having their barbecue and silent fundraiser Saturday at the Civic Center from 12 to 3, so you can come and get barbecue plates. They will have.
Who is it again?
Friends of Gilmer County Animal Shelter. They help raise money to support the animal shelter.
All right. And how can you get information on that?
On our website.
Just checking. What else we have?
I already talked about Keep Gilmer Beautiful cleanup day at River Pavilion Saturday morning. Harrison Park is also having a cleanup day Saturday. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw this out here. We're going to save the date, May 25th, for Taste of Ellijay. We do have a lot of time to promote that, but I just wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. May 25th.
You know
Don't want to miss Taste of Ellijay. Don't.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
Well, I don't know if we can do it. I just like, me, I'll just say something.
Yeah, we know.
I think you and I should record an outdoor segment to play on Tuesday, like a real nice outdoor segment somewhere. Think that out.
I'm pretty excited we're not doing an outdoor segment right now because it's pouring rain. I just like what is going on today?
I'm trying to go. I mean, we have the chalkboard. I love the chalkboard. I love thinking I can go turn around and write on the chalkboard at any minute. I enjoy this. I was just thinking, spring's here. I wasn't thinking about the rain. And like maybe we could take one of the business or maybe an area like a park that we want to highlight or an area like Gilmer, Keep Gilmer Beautiful, anything like that. And maybe go out for 15 minutes and do a segment. But no, you see what I'm saying? You don't understand.
The problem is you run out and then you got to run back in and do your show. You're not thinking logistics here.
Logistics.
Yes, logistics.
You want to deal with logistics?
No, that's why.
Because the one thing I will not admit I've been in your office. I will not admit I looked at anything. I will not admit I looked at any maps. So I will not judge whether you are up on logistics or not.
Listen.
Just saying.
Nobody,
just saying.
other than this person right here, and Paige could probably figure it out if she sat in my office long enough and honed in on my...
Paige told me you took all of her Easter stuff. Yeah, you got in trouble for that. You got in trouble for taking all the Easter stuff. You mentioned Paige. I seen Paige the other day. She said, what? I looked at the show, and I'm like, that's all my stuff out of my office.
Quit doing that.
What you just don't want to get in trouble again.
No, what?
I want to put it all on me.
Do when they're like in trouble and then they put it off on you, that's called something. But again, words are not my speciality, obviously.
Well, you got specialities now?
I do not have.
This is Karla's Corner, full of specialities. Okay, and do you have anything else that we have forgotten?
No.
Okay. And they can find all of this on the Chamber website. So if you go to Gilmer Chamber, okay, and you click on the calendar.
Calendar events.
Calendar events.
Calendar events.
We can find everything you spoke about today.
Ellijay rocks. I knew I forgot something. This is
so
exciting.
Yeah, I agree. Tell them about Ellijay rocks.
Okay, so somebody, and I think I know her name, but I didn't want to name names just in case I'm wrong, started this Facebook group called Ellijay Rocks. And people are painting rocks and hiding them all over the place. And then people go out and find them and they re-hide them, or they paint more rocks and add to it. And like last night, I saw like 4 or 5 of my friends on Facebook were downtown looking for rocks. And I was like, this is awesome. People are getting out with their families. They're doing crafts with their families to make more rocks. They're down at River Park. They're at Harrison Park. The rocks are everywhere. They're at Walmart. They're all over the place. So everybody's doing it for once, and this time doing the rock is not a bad thing. Everybody's doing it. And it's good.
Whoa.
Let's keep wearing your Yankee hat. It's awesome. And everybody's getting out with their families and exploring our community. And like my kids, we started painting 4 more rocks. I've already painted 4. So we're kind of doing it, and it's just really awesome. It's a great thing for our community.
Did you find one the other day? Sam was telling me she found a rock the other day.
Yeah.
I found one at the CVS beside the red box.
See? Everywhere. They're everywhere.
Why did you knock down my old school dance party idea? Why did you knock it down? I mean, why did you knock that down?
Why did you bring it up?
Huh? I'm doing it. You don't even have to show up. I tell you what, the cover charge, we're going to have a cover charge. Whatever it is, when we see you, it's double.
Listen,
It's double. You will want to come to my old school dance party.
I heard a song on the radio.
And it will be, you know what our song will be? No parking, baby. No parking on the dance floor. And you can't come. It'll be the hottest thing in town. Everybody will talk about it. And you will say, kids, I wish I could go to the old school dance party, but BKP won't let me. Why'd you shoot that down? Just like that. Boom. Just like that. You against having fun?
Have fun.
I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from beautiful, it's raining a little this morning, downtown Ellijay. Don't forget, this is Karla's Corner. You can find this in our community section, fetchernews.com community section. After today, we'll repost it. And all the events and things going on in the local area, you can go to the Chamber, Gilmer Chamber website, and the calendar of events if you'd like to stop and visit and say hello. Over at headquarters, 515 North, 515 North on the right-hand side. Big sign that says Gilmer Chamber. I'm your host. You got anything, final thoughts? Or thought, not plural. You got a thought? Throw it out there.
I'm not the one throwing thoughts out today.
No thoughts today?
Yeah.
Okay, Karla will be back with more of her...
On the next episode of Brian's Confessions.
Karla will be back next week with...
More confessions.
Karla will be back, same time, 8:30 Tuesday next week with more of her specialities. Take us to break, Sam.
ACE is your